Alright, what's going on, y'all? Y'all already know what it is. 1989 Chevrolet Caprice. So for all you box Chevy fans, we got a good one for you today. As you can see, white finished over blue interior. Super solid car. It's had a recent repaint. So paint is pretty fresh, bright white, as you can tell. Stripe has been redone as well. So we'll go ahead and get into it. Obviously, we put a set of 22-inch chromes with the Vogue tires. Moving down the door, you can tell it's been repainted because they repainted over the trim. Normally, it'll be chrome with the whatever color the top is going inside of it. I don't think it looked bad personally, but it's everybody's own individual choice. Doors seem to be properly aligned. I don't see any crazy gaps going on. No wild dents or anything that need to be pointed out. Top is in pretty solid condition. It's kind of like off-white for the most part. Don't see any rips, any tears or anything like that. If you're gonna leave it white, you probably want to redo this to have it super bright white to match the paint personally. Or if you go with a blue top, I think that'd be kind of hard as well. One thing I am going to point out is right here on this window trim. We got a new one coming because there's a clip that's missing here. I'm guessing when they painted it and took it off. But we got a new one coming, so that's not going to stay like that. It will be fixed. Rear glass is good. No cracks or anything. As we move down this rear quarter. Looks pretty solid. I got a little tiny bit of a dent right here. Bumper fillers are solid. Trunk shows the paint pretty solid, being directly underneath these lights. Bumper's in pretty good condition. Impact strips are there. No rust or anything. So about average, nothing crazy. Looking on the driver's side, pretty good condition as well. Got a little bit of a dent on the chrome here on the wheel well. I ain't no big box Chevy fan by any means, but I always like the white and blue colorways. Like, I think the blue interior is super dope, and then having the bright white helps. Front windshield is solid, no cracks or rock chips. Looks to be OG, that wasn't replaced. Coming down the hood, let me see. That's pollen. Thought there was some dirt there. Hood appears to be properly aligned too. I don't see any scratches on the corners. Front bumper's pretty solid. Impact strips intact, no rust, no dents. Let me grab the keys. We'll pop this trunk and the hood. So you guys getting a sneak peek at the interior. Leather interior. It's basically what everybody want on these. Use both hands. Stock 305, nothing crazy under here. Power brakes, power steering. AC does blow cold as well. So relatively stock, nothing's been changed. Of course, I ain't shut that all the way. Popping the trunk. Nothing special. Carpeted. Nothing in here. I'm not gonna pull this up because it's glued down. You guys will see the floor once we do the actual underneath video. Let's go ahead and get to the interior. Rear seats look good. I got no rips or tears or anything. Just your normal wear patterns. Blue leather, blue carpet. No sagging in the head. Well, I got a little bit in the front. Nothing crazy though, but I can tell it's not perfectly smooth. Passenger door panel looks pretty solid. When they painted the car, you could tell they didn't do the jams because you can see the original color there. So you can see the difference between the original white and that newer white. Passenger door panel looks pretty solid. No warping or anything there. This is the only real area of concern on the interior. We do have a split here. Somebody that has an upholstery shop or somebody that can sew can probably fix this because it's right at the seam. So it's not actually a cut. It actually bursts right here at this seam. So shouldn't be too hard to fix. Of course, none of us can sew. Looks like a new dash pad has been placed on. So no warping, no cracking or anything there. And let me get on over to the driver's side. All right, rear passenger on the driver's side. Again, very solid interior. What is this piece of wood? Door pull. They took it off when they fixed the window. So I'm gonna leave that there. Had them get that back on there. And I pushed the door down when I got the key, the lock. All right, the driver's side, as you see, everything is power. We'll check that when we do the test drive. Good driver seat, no rips or tears. And mileage on this one reads 51,084. So give me a second, we'll knock out this test drive. All right, we'll get started in the box. Warm up a little bit. Mileage reads 51,084. Lights are on, I can see them there and in the front. Let's see if the interior lights come on. Yep, interior lights work. Left turn, right turn, horn, door lock, unlock, front windows, rear windows, good there. Let's see if the power seats work. Yep, all 6 ways. Let's see about this radio.
Even our 25 Maverick pick.
So the radio does work, but something wrong with the button. It's not staying in. Let me turn this down. So you're probably gonna put an aftermarket radio in anyway, but I want to make sure I show that it's working, but I can't get the power button to stay in. So AC does blow. It's been charged up. Let's see, reading a little bit under half a tank of gas. Don't know if the hand works. We normally put 40 in all of them. Pretty sure 40 would have took us over a half. So we'll see if the temp comes on. I don't have any other lights. Let's see. That does work. Does work. And this I was talking about, a little bit of sagging in the headliners right here. Nothing horrible. Wipers, right? Let's turn that off. Wipers good. And it's doing what they always do. It's staying on. Let me make sure I ain't messed that up. We'll check it and see. Let's check her on the drive. If you're watching this, you can probably already watched a bunch of our other box videos because you've been looking at getting one or missed out on one. These things take 22s with no problems. We don't have to cut anything. Yep, wiper switch is running nonstop. So we'll get that looked at. It's a wiper motor issue. These things are notorious for that. But yeah, it takes the 22s with no issues at all. We don't have to do any cutting or anything like that. And it very rarely impacts ride. As you see, I cut up out of that driveway without going wide, no rubbing or anything like that. Speedometer is working. Beautiful day here. It's like 79, so. Brakes feel good. Hands off the wheel. She's not pulling while I'm on the brakes. And it feels like the alignment is decent as well. So, let's see. Hands off, she's tracking straight. The wheel is not 100% aligned, but she's tracking straight. 305 don't have no type of power. I ain't gonna lie to you. In most cases, you guys are gonna end up doing some type of swap anyway. Obviously, LS being the #1 preferred, but you know, these things take 350s that are a dime a dozen, so you need some more power, you end up doing a swap anyway. I think this 305, I think it's got like 140 horses at this in 89. I might be wrong, but it's somewhere around there. Throttle response is immediate. Shift feels smooth. So like I said, she's driving good. I have no type of squeals or anything from any belts. That's about it. Pretty solid though. So I'm gonna get her back and we'll finish up the video. All right, y'all, we got the box up on the rack, starting with the front bumper. Again, front bumper looks solid. Could use a polish, of course, but nothing too crazy. Let me get up under here. Disc in the front, looks like everything is stock. I don't see anything that's been changed. No signs of leak from the oil or trans pan. Driver side first, frame looks good. And floors look great. Get your normal surface rust on the braces and things like that. But for a car that has no undercoating, it's basically what you expect. No soft spots anywhere. And then as we come on over to the passenger side, again, frame looks solid. Floors look phenomenal. Still got your factory cats for you guys in emission states. But super solid underneath. Drums in the rear, all factory suspension. Again, nothing's been changed. Getting into our trunk pans, everything looks good. No signs of leak from the gas tank. And coming back here to the frame, extensions, everything looks solid. Like I said, there's no undercoating to hide anything, so definitely solid back here. Here's our rear bumper. And let's go ahead and move around this driver's side. These definitely, the cladding, somebody might be able to get those with some double lot steel and get them polished up, but they definitely got a little bit of fading going on. Wheels are new at all for a corner, so we won't worry about that. Again, body looks super solid underneath. And bumper fillers are good on both sides. Let's get on over to this passenger side. All right, let's drop her down. All right, so if you guys are interested in this box, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe below.